Is
to
this
make sure
platform
we're live.
is this platform something that you can share with me? So if I want to use like this same look for
Yeah.
my dirty deeds thing,
Yep. It is.
I got tables and I got them bringing my chairs up. I'm gonna hopefully get the tower furnished this weekend. Well, I say I'm gonna do it. It's supposed to snow a foot now,
Yeah.
2 foot,
Yeah.
but
Not looking forward to that.
I got one of the big tables on the back of the truck now, and I got one
Gotcha.
more I got access to. They're like they're not like 6 footers.
Yeah.
They're like 8 footers, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we can put two across that back wall there, or the front wall. And then that way nothing's permanently mounted. If we don't like it, we can kind of take this year and figure out what we want to put there.
Yep.
And then if we don't like it, we can change it or we'll be able to pull stuff out, clean underneath it really good, keep it, as tight as
Right.
we can because it's not mounted.
Gotcha. All right. Looks like we're starting to get some people in here. If somebody will jump on the chat and just tell us you can hear us, and you can see our
Hmm.
ugly, I mean, beautiful faces. Just let us know in the chat
Hmm.
so we know you're on here and can hear us, and we'll uh we'll dive into some topics once we have a better idea of making sure somebody can hear us there. Uh,
So I don't know if you've seen any of the comments that are getting made on just in general. Hold on. I done touched one of yours, I believe.
all right,
I've done
Jonathan
lost
Scott
me.
said he can hear us just fine. Yeah, you're off there. If you go off of that screen, you're gone.
Hold on, let me find me. I didn't realize I had all these, buddy. I've been looking up all these truck parts for this new truck, and I'm looking up guardrail. I did find a company for guardrail today.
Yeah,
Um, I'm gonna get 25 foot pieces.
yeah.
Um, hold on, I'm just closing out a bunch of
There
this
you
that
go.
way if I do it again. Well, huh? Yeah, I'm just trying to. For some reason, I've made a mess of everything. There we go.
Technologically challenged.
Anyway, some of the things that I've seen on some of the posts, Travis Covey posted on there about doing the same thing for modifieds. And so I've given him the
Yeah,
option of OLR or Ararat. So whatever one he picks is whatever one we're going to do for modifieds.
yeah. Which, I mean,
Um,
once they see the full schedule, they'll actually know that those already exist. You know what I mean? They just,
oh, wait a minute.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm waiting on
Wait,
my
yeah.
race pass. I'm waiting to get my race pass set up for Oak Level, and they'll have an idea of it. And the Ararat one's almost done. So,
Are we
as soon as we get that
so,
done, we'll be.
so we have a big 3-dayer for modifieds. So when you're telling me that everybody is saying that that's a lot of days for the money,
Yeah,
um, they don't have to come and practice. Mom, will you cut
yeah,
that
but
big light switch off?
but you know how racers are. Everybody thinks that everybody thinks you got to spend every day at the racetrack. So you know,
I just thought that's how you and I thought.
well, I mean that is definitely how we think. But
So, I mean, in all honesty, you could come and if you wanted to test, you could come and test. But if you didn't want, there's my finger. If you didn't want to come and test, you could just come and get a few hot laps on Friday
yeah,
and then qualify and heat race. No, what do we? Friday will be qualifying and features, right?
yeah.
A
Friday's hot
AB.
laps, qualifying, heat races, and features, and that some of that's subject to how many cars we draw for that. I mean, I'm not 100% sure where we're at. You know what I mean? I know for the 10K we're kind of doing this like the 10K, but the 10K is a much bigger draw for one division, and this is spread out. So I don't know how much of that we'll need and how that'll play out, and so we'll just have to see. I think the entries should have went live today. I can't really look at it at the moment, but they should have went live today. So we should find out soon where we're at with that.
Well, I think if you look at the whole scheme of things,
Yeah.
um, 3 days is a long time, but I don't see how you do 3 shows without having that Friday in there. I don't know if we can wedge it all in one day. I mean, is it possible? I mean, I
With
guess
three
if we
divisions
started
only,
early
yeah.
enough,
Yeah, with three divisions only, we could make it one day. We could get it all done in one day.
good grief.
I mean, it'd be a lot, but there's
Mm.
a lot of challenges we'll work through and figure out and all that
I
good
think
stuff. So
I think one of the cool things is you would have one, two, you would have six AB features in one day. You would have Lord knows how many heat races in one day. And then you would have three, well, with supporting classes, 5 features, 5 more feet.
yeah,
I don't know how you do that in one day.
well,
I
it
mean,
depends
we
on
would probably have, sorry.
it depends on if we have supporting classes. So
Well, if we wouldn't have supporting classes and we started at 4 o'clock, we could probably, whew, I don't know if we make our 10 o'clock thing that we like to be famous for there.
well, I mean, we got our self-imposed curfew there is 11 o'clock. So we got a little bit of time, but I don't think that comes into play. I think we can map it out to where it doesn't come into play. So, got William Twitty here. He wants to know. He said, "I know you can't go into the infield at Ararat, which, I mean, depending on the situation, you may be able to. As far as the photographers taking photos, who is the exact contact for media, Oak Level and Ararat? This is for any race, not just special events." That would be me. Just to send a message to the page. Um, if you've already sent one to the Oak Level page, I mean, it could be lost in about 1,000 messages about a
Yeah.
thousand different things there, because people come at us like wildfire, when things were going on in the beginning, and there was no conversation to even be had about 90% of the things at that time. So if you've sent one, send another one, and on
Well,
Ararat, just send one on there, or just send one on Oak Level or Ararat, either one, and just tell me who you are and what you want to talk about, and mention Oak Level. We'll take care of that either way.
well, and I think here in the next week or two, too, the next time we go up with this, we need to discuss that. We need to discuss sponsorship. Like I've probably got 30 people on my messages on Miller Brothers page that wants to sponsor us and this, that, and the
Yeah,
third. And we really haven't talked about what direction that goes. But so let's touch on William Twitty's comments about the infield at Ararat. So, William, we are going to allow some photography stuff going on at the infield of Ararat this year. We've got to get a couple of things in place safety wise, um, and that's going to kind of be probably the combination of a couple concrete barriers and a wrecker truck, and possibly the packing cars down there to kind of protect people. So that's kind of our goal is to be able to get us in a situation. Now, if our insurance company up and says, well, we've heard y'all are doing this or we've seen this, that could be an issue there. But I mean, at this point in time, we made it work for the 10K by
yep.
using um wrecker trucks
Wrecker and the pack cars.
and the pack cars. Yeah.
Yep.
And I was actually down there for the 10K, the end of the 10K
Yep.
feature, and I never felt now William, I've got to be honest with you. When we have the ultimates there, I'm not confident probably that we would allow anybody down there with supers on the track, just because things could probably get a little bit hairy there. Now,
Be a
Oak
hell of a
Level,
place to shoot though.
oh God bless America. Well, you know, I'm not ruling it out. I'm saying that we've kind of got to figure out stacking those things. If we stack them up and get a driver behind that,
Yeah.
the cool thing about Ararat is we can go as big and as crazy as we want to because you're not going to affect your view. You're going
Nope.
to still have a great seat no matter what.
That's right.
So I did talk to Craig Young last week at dinner about
You.
getting
You want to tell them
blocks.
while you were having dinner with Craig Young, or
I don't.
we
I
just gonna
don't.
leave
I
that?
don't. And Robert Young, by the way, Craig and Robert. Yeah. Well, so here's the other thing, y'all. Is y'all know I'm addicted to water trucks, right? I want me one of those multi-million-dollar rotators, something bad. Almost to the point that I was willing to do whatever it took to get my hands on one personally, up close and personal. But we're going to leave it at that. Anyway, back to what I was saying is Craig told me that he's got a new interlocking block casting, and that he would do us some whenever we needed some. I'm sure there's a set amount that I'm going to have to buy though to get him to make us some. So
Yeah.
anyway,
At least you got a truck and trailer to haul that with.
I got a truck trailer to haul it with, and we've got a need for some of them. So anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, and at Oak Level, it's not a problem. You're going to be able to get fairly up close and personal, I think, with all four, actually 5.5 turns of Oak Level, I think is what I call it. I got turns 1, 2, 2.5, 3, and 4, 5 turns. So,
Yeah.
but there's some reels I've got posted up coming out here in the next couple of days. There's one picture that I took yesterday that's really cool, and I can't wait for everybody to see it. I think that's coming out either tomorrow or Friday. That we've got some sun back there.
I mean,
So,
you just schedule an outpost now. I mean, you know moved up in the world.
well, so I try to do about 4 or 5 reels now at a time if I can. If I see something cool and I don't want to drop it all at the same time, I'm learning. I'm learning.
Gotcha.
But Oak
Gotcha.
Level should not be an issue at all to get photography down there. Um, I think it's safe or going to be fairly safe all the way around. So,
Yeah, I would agree. Robbie Young wants to know about the Super Street tire rule. It's the only tire rule we don't have out yet. I know you were talking to Hoosier early this week, I guess, and I don't know.
so
I don't know where any of that stands.
I don't have any updates on the conversation with Hoosier other than where you and I both had kind of said where
Yeah.
we thought we were going. And that's about as far as or as much as I want to say about it at this point in time. I think everybody needs to hear us say that we're going to do the best thing we can by the racer, period. And if I can get a tire company that wants to come on board and give us some stuff, then by all means we can give it to you guys. But I don't want to have anybody there's not going to be somebody that's going to come on board that's going to say we're going to do this that we're not going to benefit the racer because ultimately you guys are the ones having to buy the tires. So
Right.
it's kind of where we are with that.
Stephanie Cottle said coming in late. Sorry, his schedule dropped for Ararat. Ararat's schedule is on My Race Pass. So if you go to My Race Pass, look up Ararat. All of the schedule is on there. Most of the details are on there. So all the dates are on there. I just haven't posted them Facebook yet. So, but they're all there. Rod Washburn, is there going to be a test before race season at Oak Level? I didn't make it to that live last night. Just read the caption.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's going to be so on the 5th, 6th, and 7th, we've got the Spring Fling 150 coming up. We're going to probably try to do something the weekend before. I know that is the actually we won't be able to do it the weekend before because that is the
That's Speed Week
Speed
Friendship.
Week. Yeah,
Yeah.
Friendship Speed Weeks. It
Yep.
would probably be the weekend after the 5th, 6th, and
Yeah.
7th.
On the
But
14th.
one of the other things we can do is probably have a couple that week. So I mean, we may even pop in like a Thursday evening and Friday evening deal. I'm going to have another water truck that I'm going to play with and get to understand. So that would give me a good excuse to get that out. And yeah, so yeah, there'll definitely be at least one, hopefully two sessions before the first race.
I mean, we know
Definitely.
you like to practice getting the track ready, so it'll be good for that.
I do, man. So I mean, so I'm one of those kind of people, and I think a lot of people can pick that up on my live. Is well, I tell my kids this, right? So when I was washing dishes and cleaning the restrooms at Country Cooking, I was the best dishwasher, and I scrubbed the toilets better than anybody else in this world. And I take everything I do that way. So if I'm going to put my time in it, I want to be good at it. And so I know we're going to not be very good at it at the beginning, and I'm excited to learn and got new equipment. I'm excited about that. My buddy Josh Bandy got with me today. The new grader is set to hopefully be delivered. Probably going to be now towards the end of next week, depending on the ice. So I'm really excited about the new 120 grader, and hopefully we can get a deal struck up to where we can end up purchasing that thing. But yeah, got to get my
Gotcha.
practice on.
Daniel Tate said, "Hope y'all have more than one wrecker on board. We got to give the fans a little rubbing around the Ararat BullRing." Daniel Tate likes to make things exciting, even during the caution, the pace laps. He likes to make things exciting, at least on Race Saver.
Well, I can assure you that we'll have more than one wrecker at the bull ring for
There
sure.
may be 7 or 8 of them. I mean, we're not really sure at this point.
I mean, I can tell you personally, I have a bunch. I'm working on a deal with for one more right now. There's a 97 12 valve that I want desperately, and then Sean will be there with his, and also there's still a 440 Homes out there that I've yet to get.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we'll have plenty of wreckers, I'd say. Plus yours will be there.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Daniel Tate. Hopefully he don't make us need too many wreckers. He keeps things exciting though. Always a fun guy to watch. So that'll be good. He's excited about you having wreckers.
Oh
He
yeah,
might be
man.
as excited about you having wreckers as you are buying them. So
So it's kind of weird, and I'm going to throw this out there, and I don't know if Austin's watching or not, but Austin looked at me tonight, and he said, "You know what?" He said, "I think I might just come to the track and operate wrecker for you, and not do any racing." I'm like, "What?" He's over there rubbing on Jimmy's wrecker right now. I got him changing oil and putting a new power steering pump on it, and this, that, and the third. And he's like, "Man, I just think that'd be a better way to save money." I said, "Well, yeah, but you're probably not going to have nearly as much fun."
yeah, probably would be a big savings of money though.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're not making money. I pay people. So Hmm.
All right.
Anyway, listen, I want to talk to you about something.
Okay.
You want to go first?
No, go ahead. Knock yourself out here.
So the Spring Fling 150, you and I have talked multiple times now about support classes.
Mhm.
And one of the conversations we've had were possibility of legend cars, possibility of sharp mini lights,
Yep.
and
Mod
possibility
lights.
of the mod lights. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, I mean, have we gotten any feedback from any of the legend guys yet?
Not really. Not
Not
anybody
really.
that's excited about it. You know what I mean? They are excited to try to come. That's just not a good weekend for the ones that I've talked to so far.
Are they feeling like the track is too big, or are they just it's
Nah,
a bad weekend for them?
just a bad weekend for them. They're excited. They want as many dates as they can get at Ararat. So
So I was talking to my buddy Michael Diaz today. It's actually your buddy, and
I feel sorry for you.
yeah, I feel sorry for him. He probably thinks that well, he probably understands why the aliens don't come and see us now. Um, and he has, well, he's going to build him a track, and we were talking about the type of racing, and he was talking about he was really going to try to purview to the micro sprint kind of guy.
Yep.
And I'd talked to you about maybe looking at doing micro sprints at Ararat, but I think we both
Yep.
kind of drew the conclusion that until we get the catch fence secure there in 3 and 4,
Yeah.
that probably wasn't the best of ideas, right?
Yeah. Probably not. Yeah.
Because these jokers are prone to come on up out of something.
Yeah. Yeah. They like to fly.
It might be a
Literally.
good time to have all the wreckers there when we have those guys there.
Yeah. You might need a few for sure. Stephanie Cottle had asked about the schedule. March 28th is first open practice, or really the only open practice leading in to the regular season at Ararat. Opening night, of course, April 4th, April 25th. May 9th is the Modified Mafia. May 23rd, Memorial Day Royale. That's one of the Crown Vic Royale races. May 30th is Ridge Runner late models. June 6th, And then June 11th, 12th, and 13th is the big 10,000 to win Sport Compact race for the SCDRA Northeast Series. Um, Looking like that's going to be a really good one. And then we follow that up with, of course, the Super Late Model Weekend, June 26th and 27th, 26th at Oak Level, 27th at Ararat for the Ultimate Stampede for the Ultimate Super Late Model Series. Then July 4th, July 11th is Autograph Night / Fan Appreciation Night. August 1st, the BullRing Brawl. That's another Ridge Runner Late Model Night. August 15th is the Ararat Dirt Nationals. That'll fall into the category of one of those bigger races for either the crate late models or the dirt. I mean, the modifieds, not dirt. It's, but yeah. August 29th, Commonwealth Dirt Classic, another Ridge Runner race. September 19th, Dirt Track Wars, which is the final Ridge Runner race of the Ararat schedule. Of course, it starts and ends at Oak Level. In the middle, we go to With Raceway 4 times, come to Ararat 4 times. Um, and then the Working Man Dirt Nationals takes place on October 8th, 9th, and 10th. That will be a bigger modified event. Um, And then, of course, we finish the season with the Hornet World Championship, November 12th, 13th, and 14th. So that's the schedule at Ararat. But you can find all the details that are up so far at my race pass under Ararat BullRing. And hopefully, I'll have the my race pass set up for Oak Level next couple of days and have it done too.
And Stephanie, if you're interested in doing some tests and whatnot, I do know that there's been several people reach out about doing some track rentals. So when things like that come up, if that's something you may be interested in, and the people that are renting the track are open to it, we can try to keep you guys in that loop as well. Maybe even post it up. That way, if anybody else wants to come, because I don't, the guys that are interested in renting the track, I don't think care. The more the merrier, and the less they got to pay. So
Right. That's right. My wife Kimberly, she's chiming in. Don't forget the Ararat BullRing banquet is February 7th. Ticket cutoff is it's actually on Monday. But Slam and Sammy Cook joining us. Robert Austin coming here to talk about some sprint cars. He said all sprints are subject to flyout. Saw one in Ohio almost come through the fence.
well, one of the cool things about our new catch fence at Oak Level is we shouldn't have any issues there if we decided we wanted to. I'm not gonna lie though, those mini sprints, those jokers are some of the funnest racing I've ever watched when I look at the old EC Hundley stuff there.
Yeah.
And
Oh
those
yeah,
guys
they're
threw
good.
down. Those guys. So let me ask you something, and I don't know if you know the answer to this or not. But were those guys mainly local guys, or where did this sprint car draw come from back in the late '90s, early 2000s at Oak Level?
French grounds primarily. I mean,
French wasn't there
before
though.
I know, but before him, the micro sprints they were just. I mean, they went to Ararat. They raced at Ararat a bunch too. So there was just a group of them in this area. But I mean, after that,
So was that
of
the
course, French
French
came
Grimes
around.
group? Was that French's
No,
group?
no. The
Oh,
micros were not no, or minis or whatever they are. I don't know
man,
what the
they threw
difference between a
down.
mini and a
They
micro is. So
threw down. So I think the micros run more off of a cart style frame, and a mini is more like a sprint car frame.
Robert Austin exaggerating slightly, but he said the fence was 3 foot tall when they ran it up level.
He isn't exaggerating. And look, I'm going to tell you something, Robert Austin. This ain't no joke, man. About 10 of them posts, me and Timmy went up to and popped them out with our bodies. Real talk. No joke.
Yeah, Robbie Young said the majority of them were local. The mini sprints were everywhere around there, and they were. There was a lot of them around back in that time.
So let me explain a couple of cool experiences that happened really quick, not to be ADHD and out on you here. I was at Kroger at Westlake getting diesel fuel, and a race car went by me and my wife the other morning. Looked like it was going to be a super street, hit it towards Bedford Way. There's a new race car that has appeared now on the side of 220. If you're headed south going towards Daniels Auto Glass, they're on the left. There's also a new race car that has appeared, I think, on that road going up to Daniels Auto Glass. What is that road called there? Is that Fort Mountain Road or something?
Probably. I don't know the names of roads.
So on my drive, to Oak Level now, I'm starting to see race cars starting to pop up in people's yards,
Oh
and
yeah.
I know where they're going.
Well, there's a racer base, quickly being built for Oak Level, so it'll be good. Be really good.
What did
Mickey
Robbie say
Tate.
right there? I'm sorry.
Talking about them going over the fence. They didn't go over often, but they did go over.
So one thing they're damn sure not going to do right now is go over the fence on the back straightaway because all the trees are gone.
Well, I mean, they could easily go over the fence on the front straightaway right now.
Oh, well, but we're gonna have people standing up there to catch them, so
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
that'll
Catch
keep
them and
them
throw them
everybody
back.
safe. Yeah, we'll toss them back
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Vicky Tate said, "Quick question: Is Oak Level scheduled pretty well the same as Ararat's, just on Friday nights, or is it weekly?" It is probably closer to weekly. Most weekends you run. I mean, most months run 3 times of the month at Oak Level. So they definitely race more, and not as many as you would think would be on the same weekends as Ararat, giving us the opportunity to better prepare between the two.
Well, we're working on getting additional equipment, so I'm gonna introduce everybody. I don't know if I'm gonna call it Booger or the Big Turd, um, but we're working on getting additional equipment to where it's not going to be. So I bought this new tractor trailer, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be the bomb. Driving back and forth to the track, loading up my stuff, and off we go. Okay, so it's not as glamorous as I thought it was going to be. Okay,
Being a trucker is not as much fun as you thought.
I love being a trucker. Like if I'm pulling a tractor, a couple of tractors, I'm fine. Pulling that grader down that goat path to Ararat or Oak Level, it's just intense, And the tractors aren't bad. Bubba's tractors. When I'm pulling tractors for Bubba, it's one thing. When you're pulling that 40,000 pound grader up and down the road, though, it's like
Yeah,
totally different.
yeah,
And with my new cat, I know that I don't want that thing going up and down the road all the time because you're looking at a $250,000 machine, and it's like
yeah.
that's not something that's going to be an option. So I think hopefully the Volvo will find its way in home there at Ararat with the Booger. On big events, we'll have the Squirt there and the other big Squirt if need be. But yeah, I don't know what got me off on that tangent there. Oh no, I know why. Because the back-to-back nights, racing at Oak Level on Friday and then going to get Ararat prepped up. So, which
Yeah,
we've got a fairly good, with Tommy over there at Ararat, he'll have 90% of the prep done before I even get there on Saturday. So,
that's right. That's right. Braden Sam says, when's the first race? First race, well, depends on what you're
March.
coming to. March 5th, 6th, and 7th is the Spring Fling 150, which is not part of the points battle at Ararat, just a special one off, 3,000 to win each Pro 4 Hornets and Sport Compacts. And then the regular season opens April 4th at Oak Level. Season opens March 21st. Brandon Rice, head of the Modified Mafia, jumping in here. He said the Big Motor Modifieds going to be a hell of a show with the Modified Mafia tour. Absolutely.
Are
Looking
they
forward to
coming to
that.
both places?
Yes. May 8th and
Mm.
9th. They'll be there back to back days at Oak Level and Ararat. So should be good. Robbie, Robbie Young said that he's talking about the mini sprints. He said they used to go off the back and come back around the road behind the track, keep getting it.
Yeah, no way, dude. That's like 60 some foot down.
Mm. It's just Noah
Mm.
Hinchy, who's been known to throw a fence through throw a battery through a fence or to a fence, anyways, in his Crown Vic hitting the wall off turn two. He wants to know if the fence will hold back a fast flying battery.
I hope it does. For what I'm paying for this Joker, I'm hoping it does, but I don't know. We'll see.
Alan Sands said they've been selling a lot of parts to guys who getting ready to run at Oak Level this year. Said Gans race cars and parts been selling a bunch, so it's good to know.
That's
I think
good.
there's a lot of people getting ready for Oak Level. I think that racer base is coming back to life.
It's kind of cool when you talk to people like so. I've been every time I go to Oak Level, I've been talking to Mike with Ground Up and the tree guy, and he's out looking for cars, and he
Yeah.
talks about it. And every time I talk to Mike, he's like, "Man, you talked to Jimmy about his new car, and so got a new car, and this person, and it's like, and these are old guys that he used to race with
Yeah.
pre French days,
Yeah.
because a lot of these guys didn't go French Grimes racing. They
No,
went to the movie
French didn't
theater,
sit
and
well with them.
yeah, they went to the movie theater for the all famous, infamous drivers meeting, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. French did not have the pull with the racers in the beginning, but I think after this whole deal went down with the track, I think everybody there's a French Grimes fan now.
I hope so. I need everybody to understand that people that are a lot smarter than me have told me that this wouldn't happen without French and doing what he did. So
Hundred
no,
percent.
hell no, Robert Austin. No, but still very nice. So, if you look, he did the guy that did our fence. I think he did the Wild West shootout fence. So that looks
Gotcha.
the fence that is around that track. He's also doing some of the new fence. I think at West Virginia Motor Speedway. That
Yeah.
is the kind of fence, it actually come the design and a lot of the fence that he actually has come from the F1 course. I think he said in Chicago.
That'd probably be Miami.
I don't remember,
Chicago
but
would
yeah,
be NASCAR, I think. I don't know if F1's running Chicago.
it
I'm
was
not
a, it
100%
was,
sure.
yeah, but I mean, it's FIM approved, so it
Gotcha.
it ought to be pretty secure.
No,
Damn
Hinchy
sure will
said
look
you
better.
you need a cameraman to follow Bubba and the crew on those back-to-back nights for a cool behind-the-scenes YouTube video.
Buddy, I'm trying to find me a cameraman, period. So if
Listen,
you
Noah
know of
Hinchy is
anybody,
for hire. Okay, he's for
well,
hire.
if you know anybody that would be interested in that, I'm telling you, I think that I could be better than Cletus. Because look, think about Cletus, and as many times as he's probably wanted to MF everybody, I'm just going to MF everybody. So I mean, I'm not really here to sell no t-shirts or make any friends, right? So when shit starts getting real, I don't mind telling you that shit's getting real, right? So I think we could really get some viewers on that. We might not have to be on YouTube. We might lose the whole YouTube license though. We're probably going to have to. I don't know if it would go on OnlyFans or what, but
Yeah, yeah.
Patreon, maybe a Patreon.
Speaking of you, MF and everybody, I told somebody the other day. They said, how you gonna keep Bo in line? I said, that's my job is to keep him from MF and everybody. Basically, that's my job. He sends them over to me. I'll handle them so he doesn't have to. Okay. Oh
Look,
God.
here's one of the situations, and I had this conversation with Cotton yesterday. I can deal with a lot of things. Stupidity, unfortunately, is not one of them, right? And
And
so
unfortunately, you're gonna get a lot of that. Yeah,
it'll be okay.
yeah. Robbie Young wants to know. I guess he's trying to get hired here. He wants to know how much it pays to be the camera
Robbie, you got too many kids to follow me, dude.
guy.
Yeah. If I'm going to make some pretty good content, you're going to be at a T-ball game or 50. I don't have time to wait for you. When the moment's right, you need to be standing there. Like, so when my eyes pop open and I hit that third cup of espresso, you better have the hero cams going, bro, because there's magic fixing to happen, my dude.
Levi Woodcock, how do you get a ticket for the banquet? My race pass, Ararat BullRing, my race pass. Just click on the event, February 7th. You get your ticket right there. Rob Hitt, he's a big fan. He says no filter, Bo.
You always know
Um,
where you stand with me, that's for sure.
yeah, unfortunately. Rob
Why is that
Staley said,
unfortunate? You know what I'm saying? There's so many
well,
fake people out there in this
sometimes it's
world, right?
good. Sometimes it's good. Other times, not so much. Okay.
No, man. Real, real. Remember this: the truth is not more important or less important than what your feelings are, right? I'm not here for your feelings. I'm here for you to understand what reality and the truth is. And that's just kind of how it's got to be, right? And look,
Yeah.
that's one of the things that made Whitey great is he
Oh
could do the
God.
smoke in the mirror thing, right? He could do the smoke in the mirror thing, but he'd also get real when it was time to get real, apparently. But I heard some pretty cool Whitey things the other day. We need to have this conversation, but probably not right now. But I need you to confirm whether it happened or not. Something
All
about
right.
Whitey getting chased around Franklin County one night years ago over a purse.
Nah. I mean, anything's possible. Most of those stories are myth, but some of those
But
are
see,
real.
and that's one of the coolest things about it is you never can tell what's real and what's not with Whitey because everything
No.
was possible. Nothing was
Oh yeah, hundred
beyond
percent,
possible.
100%, 100%.
All right, on a
Ron
normal Friday
Staley,
night, Oak Level.
that's a historian right there. It's like a racing historian. He can tell you stories from every track in the region. Okay. But he
Cool.
said on a normal Friday night at Oak Level in the 90s and 2000s, there were usually at least a dozen super streets and 7 to 8 capable of winning. I expect the same thing this year.
No, I think Super Street's going to be one of the most competitive classes because I know some of the guys that are going to be running that class, and these guys are still winning races in whatever series they're racing right now. Jimmy Mullins is building a Super Street car. I mean, he's still winning races. He's still legit. He's still, very, very competitive. And there's a lot of those guys out there.
Noah Hinchy said Robbie was just going to strap GoPros to his kids and let them run around and hope they get good footage.
Oh, I love it. That'd be awesome. The little Wilder boy. Look, I'm gonna tell you, the little Wilder boy is nuts, man, and I like him a lot. And yeah, he come and watered the track with us one night. We were gonna practice, and that's how we went.
Jimmy Ray jump on there. He said, "Hey Bo, spring swap meet at Log Cabin, Oak Level, Ararat."
So Jimmy Ray, I'll be honest with you, log cabin is probably come and gone. I hate to
Well, that
say
was
it.
the next question. So that was interesting that Curtis Barker said, "Any update on Log Cabin?"
So I've actually tried to reach out to Satch probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 times in the last couple weeks. Um, Mainly because there's going to be a little bit of time that I could have a couple of graders handy, and I just wanted to grade that joker off one time and look at it, but I haven't been able to get in touch with him. So no,
Who knows what he was about to tell us? Alan Sands says them guys are pulling street stocks out of the woods. They are. They literally. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some pictures of where those guys have come up out of nowhere. So we gotta get somebody to help Bo with his technology here. So
technology's fine. Austin Williams just beat in on me. I don't understand. He's sitting there watching the video. You know what I mean?
yeah, they got
Are
this
you?
cool thing.
Oh, hold
Jesus,
on, hold on. I'm fine. I'm just trying to finger everything here.
they got this cool thing called Do Not Disturb. You can switch your phone to. Bam, that don't happen.
Oh, here. How do I do that? Stand by.
Lord mercy.
All right,
It's
I'm
an
about
old
ready.
old man learning new technology as we speak.
Goodness gracious. All right, I'll just do it later.
Good Lord.
All right, I'm fine. What? What?
We're just laughing at you, man. Just laughing at you.
I mean, how does Austin not know that I'm looking at my phone right now and he's calling me?
He's trying. You said he was working, so I mean, he's busy. He ain't got time to watch this crap.
Mm.
Just saying. Anyways,
Did I miss
what
any
else? Anything
questions?
else we needed to tell him about?
Well,
You
no.
what? No,
So
you ain't missed no question.
I think one of the things that
But
was
you were on your update of Log Cabin. Finish that.
so there is no updates, man. It's just it's a pipe dream. It was a pipe dream. I unfortunately thought that it was going to be something at the beginning that we could hopefully get worked out. The money that it would take to go and get this thing going, and then ultimately the money it would take to revive it. There's no money in this anyways. There's no money in dirt track racing. There's no money in racing, period. Um, so
Wait, you
you
mean
go
we're not
out.
gonna make $1 million this year?
We
Everybody
might
told
we
me that's what we were gonna do. God, You just busted my
Yeah.
bubble, man. I'm done now. I'm done. I quit.
Mm,
I'm out.
okay. All right. Well, no, we're not going to make $1 million. But here's the thing: is let's just say, for example, we make, I don't know, on a great race weekend, 10 grand, right?
That'd be a
Well,
home run right there.
that would be a smoking deal, right?
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah.
your payment on a $2 million note is going to be probably 11 to $12,000 right now. So even if you looked up and you killed it one time, you still aren't buying fuel, grease, payroll,
Yeah.
insurance. It's just no way to do it, right?
Yeah.
So
No, I'm with you. I'm
maybe
with you.
maybe if I ever hit the lottery, the best thing I've seen is Bo's wreck truck. He must be talking about wrong turn.
Wrong there.
So the neighbors love wrong turn at this point in time. And every opportunity I get to blast that thing down the road. But wrong turn, I don't know which track it's going to end up with yet. There's a good chance that wrong turn may end up at Ararat.
I mean, you take some wrong turns to get there at from this side, anyways.
Oh yeah, man. Wrong turns people probably are from right up the road there.
They probably are. They probably are. I love Ararat. Don't
But
get me wrong. I love it. It's a beautiful place. But Lord of mercy, it's out in the middle of nowhere. From this side, from the North Carolina side, it's really not that far. From Mount Airy. I mean, it's like a simple, hop, skip, and a jump over there. But
in
anybody that comes
reality,
from the north is in trouble.
when you think about it, it's really not even that bad because 65% is 58 for me, right? And then it's like an 11-minute stint to get to 8. I think I can get to 8 in like 11 minutes or 14 minutes. And then when I turn off of 8 onto, I don't remember the name of that road. You know what I'm talking about there off of Route
I
8?
don't go the same way you go. So I'm Squirrel Spur, baby. I'm down at Floyd, Squirrel
I
Spur. I
got
don't go
you.
that way. I went that way one
I mean,
time and I got lost, so I ain't going back that way.
by the time you get to the bottom of Squirrel Spur, hell, you could hitchhike to the track from there.
Yeah, yeah. Brandon Crawford, he said it's a 3.5 hour drive for him. Hope he doesn't take a wrong turn. You're coming from a good direction to not
You'll
really be in that
you'll
trouble.
never know.
Yeah, you
You'll
won't.
never know. You don't even have GPS. Yeah, you'll never know if you took a wrong turn
Oh God,
or
yeah,
not.
for sure.
That's one of the coolest things about that place, man. I love
For
it.
sure. Adam Chitwood said, any idea on more test days at Oak Level? We talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
March 14th for sure. Possibly some other days
yeah.
around that. That's the week leading into the first race. So Jimmy Ray.
Maybe the Thursday before and then
Yeah.
the Thursday after.
Jimmy Ray said, you guys taking off one weekend and checking out Hagerstown or Mansfield. Jimmy Ray, if you looked at our schedule, you would know we're not taking any weekends off anywhere.
I'll tell
Uh,
him what we're doing on our weekends off, Langley. Go on and tell Jimmy Ray on our weekends off from dirt racing. What are we doing?
is that 311? Oh, was I supposed to talk about that?
No,
Oh,
we're not
oh,
going
okay. All
311.
right.
No, some jackass that I know just posted like 15
It
races at
was
an
not
asphalt track
15
somewhere in Virginia.
races. Jesus.
Yeah, I
It was
don't even
10. It was
understand how
10.
this is
Okay.
even going to
It
happen.
was 10
Okay,
races.
so there you go, Jimmy Ray. 16 at one, 25 at other, and 10. And that's like 30, that's like 54 weekends if there's only 52 in the year.
It's a lot. I'm just saying, it's a lot. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. There'll be no weekends off this year. Okay.
Mm. All right. So the $1 million question. What support classes are we going to run for the
Well,
third, fourth, and fifth, or fifth, sixth, and seventh?
that'd be good thing
What do
to
you,
let these people kind of help us with. The actual racers, that'd be good.
so yeah, racers. If you're wanting to race on the fifth, sixth, and seventh, if you're wanting to play second fiddle to the four cylinders, holler at us. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's not that you're going to play second fiddle in a bad way. It's just that
Yeah. They're the show. That's what you mean.
we're, four cylinders are the show,
Yeah.
man. That's I mean, look, I'm thinking about making both tracks just exclusively four-cylinder tracks.
It's
Why are
funny.
you laughing?
It's funny because a
Why are you
year ago,
laughing?
a year ago, ain't nobody wants to watch them damn four cylinders. They come for the late
What?
models.
Four
Uh,
cylinders? What? Four
that's the
cylinders
funny
are
part,
awful.
and I've always said that. But and other people. There was other people at Ararat that said, "Man, ain't nobody come and see them damn four cylinders." I mean, best overall
Biggest show of the
turnout of the
year with a
year.
four-wheeler four-cylinder show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Curtis Barker thought that I
311.
was
What are you
funny,
laughing?
about that anyway. So.
Curtis, tell me about why that's so funny,
He's
man.
just he's waiting on you
311.
to take it over. That's what everybody's waiting on you to announce that.
Yeah.
See, this is where it says Miller Brothers in the middle. We just replace it with 311.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
What's our logo be at 311?
You mean the mascot? I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
Mm.
The dirt dauber was easy, and the bull was easy. So I don't know.
Maybe we have Mike on here and help get Mike will tell us exactly what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What the mascot should be there.
yeah, yeah. Mike
I'm sure
Fulp,
he
Mike
knows.
Fulps
I
knows.
went up there the other day. I up in the driveway and he was up there and he was sitting there rubbing old Fancy Red. Old Fancy Red he was sitting there petting Fancy Red and Stink Star was coming over
You might
and
want to
we were
tell
sitting
people what
there.
those are.
Our goats. Fancy Red is one of our bottle babies from a couple years ago, and Stink Star is one of our bottle babies from a couple years ago. And anyway, he was sitting there looking at my son Carter's big Highland bull calf, and we're sitting there having a sandwich, and he's like, "What was that thing?" He's like, "Is that some sort of inbred goat or something?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, Mike?" And then it dawned on me. It dawned on me. He's like, He's talking about that Highland cow." I'm like, "Mike, that's a cow, man."
Alan Sanders got the best suggestion. He said, "Let Mike Fulp be the mascot."
Yeah. Hey, we'll do the famous Mike Fulp weed eater scene, and it could be
He'll be weed eating
the
during the
dirty dove
race.
and hot lapping around there. Yeah, with Mike over there.
Mm.
Shit. One cool thing about Mike, though, and I'm telling y'all this, is he's running for office right now, county
Yeah,
commissioner,
yeah,
and he doesn't have a lot of confidence right now in what he's got going on because he says that he is the only one, and honestly, he's probably right that they'll even entertain asking questions to, right?
yeah,
And I told Mike the other day, I said, that should tell you all you needed to know as a voter. If none of these other people are willing to speak up for what they believe in and what they stand for, but that's a no brainer in my book, right? Whether I like you or I don't, at least I know where you stand.
right. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Curtis Barker said that 311 could be a good track and absolutely draw the cars and crowd if it had the right promotion crew. It's a shame to see it at Junkyard now.
So, Curtis, I got to tell you something, man. If you come to my house at the lake right now, it looks twice as good as 311 does. And I've got a school bus on its way up here right now as
Looks
well.
to
So Mike has got like 5 more school buses, but I got like 8 more wreckers than Mike's got right now. And I got 2 water trucks at my house. So
uh,
I understand how it can happen, and it can happen really easy. I was laughing with my wife the other day. She's like, "You've made our house look like a junkyard." I said, "Well, I'm gonna bring the new trucks up here, and we'll park the new shit out here so people at least know we got new stuff too."
Lord.
Uh,
Brad Long Jr. said, "I've brought it up to Mike every time I've seen him since. I came to Ararat for the four cylinder show. I think he's on board, and everyone around here would love to see you running it, Bo." There you go.
yeah, no, I mean, every time Mike and I talk, the idea gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and it's definitely within the realm of possibility. I would tell you I'd like to tell you 100%, but before we do that, there's got to be a plan in place to clean it up. And then we're out of weekends right now, so I don't know if it happens this year or not.
Well, we
But
just skip the show on Wednesday. We just do races on Wednesday nights. I mean, we got to.
so so something that you made me chuckle the other day, and honestly, I could see the folk doing it. Is I mean, you said they race anytime they wanted to race.
I mean,
Shit.
yeah. Oh God. Adam Lawrence said
Mm.
you have a dookie truck and a water truck.
Yeah, I know the big turd. That's what. Hey, look, I was thinking booger this whole time, booger, booger, booger. But I think a big poop emoji on the back of it, and then up on the thing. So listen, y'all, I've got to tell y'all what this thing is, and I haven't dropped it yet. I haven't even dropped it on a reel yet. It is an FLD 120 Classic with a big cam in it. And a good friend of mine that I hold near and dear to my heart, that I love him so much, Cotton Rigney made it, built this truck for a guy. And I actually had the privilege of meeting the guy. The guy is Mr. Handy that owns Handy Porta
Yeah,
Johns.
yeah,
And Mr. Handy is a racer. And it was probably another one of those surreal experiences I've had in this whole thing so far, is talking to him, meeting him, getting to hear his story. Um, yeah, it's going to be a cool relationship. I look forward to seeing him a lot more. And that's where the truck come from. All right. So long story short, truck come from Handy. Handy does Porta Johns. And I looked at him and I laughed and I said, "How do I need to go about cleaning this thing out?" And he's like, "Oh, well, it hadn't pumped anything in probably 10 or 11 years. I could never get nobody knew how to drive one like his anymore." So Cecil
yeah.
Hand is his
Cecil
name. I
Handy,
got you.
Handy.
All right.
Yep,
Cecil Hand.
yep.
Yep. Yep. So robotic card, I heard. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. He's gonna come up and help us get in the dirt. He said he likes playing in the dirt. So I said, "Well, you come on up. We got enough stuff to play in the dirt with."
He was a big supporter of racing back in the day. I remember at Franklin
S-
County, Kenny Menor that run the
Yeah,
modified
Kenny Menor.
tour.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
So,
So and he also, he come from dirt. Speaking of dirt, um, the Rainbow Speedway thing that keeps coming up. Does anybody know anything about that? And is the
oh
place
God,
still there?
and a bunch of trees there.
Well, there was a bunch of trees at Oak Level, my dude.
I know. That's my point.
Tons of
Blake
trees at Log Cabin, right? But I
Blake
mean, I
Melvin talks
wasn't scary
about
to one.
he talks about Rainbow Speedway all the time. So, um, yeah, I think it's still you know I think the piece of property may be mostly untouched.
So you want to
So,
know what's weird to think about? Think about it like this. 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 Log Cabin, 11 minutes away. Ararat, Oak Level, I'm sorry. Log Cabin, within 11 minutes each other. And then from Log Cabin to Rainbow, if it was just in Reasonables, what, within a half an hour?
yeah,
And
I don't
then
know.
Rainbow to Madison. So, I mean, that's like 4 tracks.
Well, gosh, tracks used to be all on top of one another. I mean, there used to be one here where I live in Floyd County. I mean, they were everywhere. They were Hillsville, Galax. I mean, just all over the place.
The one
Racetracks
in
were
Danville
everywhere.
you sent me a picture of or
Yeah,
a thing on?
Danville's awesome. Yeah, Rob Staley actually, who's commenting in here, he's talking about IHRA, go about 311 Rainbow East Side and Log Cabin. Um, but he's in here talking, but he actually took me to Danville Speedway. I don't know, a long time ago. He either took me or told me where it was to go there. I can't remember if he was with me or not, but that was a long time ago. So,
So, true story about Eastside, right? I've got a buddy of mine that was willing to lay the money out on the line to buy it.
mhm,
It will not be sold to become another track to open up as a racetrack again.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Just
good
throwing that
news for
out there.
Natural Bridge, I guess.
No, I thought that was the craziest thing ever when I heard that, right? Because I really wanted to buy Eastside there for a bit.
Yeah.
There's like 3 houses, like 200 yards from where the track was.
He's talking about Rainbow. And he
But
said
look,
Rainbow's 3 minutes from
hold
his
on,
house.
Rod, listen to me. Listen to me. And Langley, you clarify this for me. Does that fall within that purview of that North Carolina rule, that new
Oh,
racetrack deal that they?
the no nuisance law deal.
Yeah, I mean, so you
I
could
don't
go
know.
back in there and open that joker up, could you?
Well, he said that it was because it was polluting the city lake was why it got shut down. So
How was it polluting the city lake? That's like some stupid shit. And one thing that I'll tell you is a fact right now is DEQ does not have any purview at a racetrack. I've already figured that out.
yeah, you did tell me that.
I mean, the guy
Yep.
from DEQ told me that. Ask me
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
know.
None of your neighbors would ever call on you there.
Nah, man,
I
they
don't know
love me,
what you're
man.
talking
I
about.
just got a bunch of rambunctious buddies that like to get a little antsy in their pantsy.
Yeah. Robert Austin said Virginia Motor Speedway is a great facility. So
Phew, it
there's you
is
another one.
beautiful.
There's another one to get right there.
Yeah, I don't think that one's ever going to do much again for a while.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either.
You
Adam
know,
Lawrence
but
said his
but
dad raced at Danville years ago in a mini stop.
when you kind of think about Virginia Motor Speedway, though, that kind of goes hand in hand with the whole half mile thing we've been talking about.
Michael Whitlock said to buy a log cabin before 311. Be cool to race on the track his dad raced on.
So here's what would be cool is if I could get that place for about $1 million. If I could get log cabin for $1 million, and I think we put another million and a half in it, and I think you'd have something, but you still aren't going to ever have any kind of profit at the end of the day.
Mm.
And that's just the reality of it. It backs up
I would
to
agree.
City Lake property, which is what they said.
Yeah,
Sounds like somebody got bullied out of a racetrack there by the
probably.
jurisdiction.
I mean, it happens.
But it looked like it was cool. I mean, the picture that I seen, when did
Yeah,
it close? Do we know?
I don't know the answer to that.
Rod seems to know a lot about it.
The one in Danville you're talking about, the one that was called 58 Speedway. I don't, Rob Staley may be able to answer that in here. I don't know the answer to that question.
I think the one that we're talking about was actually in Danville, wasn't it?
Well, it's actually right off of 58 there, I think. I think it's 58.
Oh, then that probably was City Freeway.
I don't know if it was or not. Robert Austin said
Log
that Log Cabin could hold national shows. He just
it
wants to
sure
see a World of
could.
Outlaws sprint car race here close to home. That's what he's wanting.
God,
He doesn't know that we're
I
bringing one to Oak Level next year, so he doesn't know
around
that.
5/8 mile. He would be the first person to know that because he'd already seen it on somebody's Facebook post. Um, 5/8 mile. God, oof, those things would be going 200 mile an hour around there.
Oh, it'd be
How
exciting.
fast did Perry tell us Dave Blaney averaged around there at Withville like 130 something?
Yeah, I don't remember what he
Well,
said,
this
but yeah,
Joker's 5 times wider than Withville's. I mean, I bet you
yeah,
they go
yeah.
150 around there.
Oh, they'd be
Hmm.
rocking for sure. That was one
All
of the
right.
things that I was amazed about a log cabin when we went there is how wide that place was.
Well, it's 105 foot, right? Isn't that what he told us?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it was crazy how wide that thing is.
Oak Level at its widest point is like 70 foot, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, Ararat 60.
Hmm.
So
160 at Bristol. Yeah. Well, I mean, they would probably go faster. I think Log Cabin's bigger than Bristol.
I think you're probably right.
I mean, it to me appears like, I mean, we only walked 3/4 of it before we got to a ravine, but
Yeah,
mm. So, 5th, 6th, and 7th, spring fling. One of the
yep.
conversations that keep popping up that you and I had, and let's unpack this before we get off here.
Okay.
Comment about the SCDRAs, 50 laps on the SCDRAs pushing it. So,
Yeah.
do we have any four-cylinder guys on here? Has anybody chimed in that you've noticed yet?
I mean, not from that group, anyways.
Okay, okay. Well, just trying to understand, what was a good. So maybe that's something you can Google and search for. Langley would be what are the SCRAs normally? They normally 20 lappers, 25 lappers.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What did we do the 10K for? Was it 50 or 100
It
laps?
that was 50 laps, yeah, for
That was
10K. Yeah,
50. I kind of
yeah,
felt like we should win 100.
yeah. Yeah, you're you know it's funny that I'm the asphalt guy and you're the one wanting laps. because asphalt's known for running all these damn laps, and I think that's the most horrible thing in the world. I'm in for triple 20s. Okay, that'd be a better
One of
race.
so one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of were the blue gray races at Cherokee with my son
Yeah,
Carter, because Carter is a rod checker. You know what I'm saying? He is a
yeah.
rod checker, and he don't care if he's got 300 horsepower or 900. But one of the cool things about those blue gray races and those day races there at Cherokee is tire management and
Yeah.
managing your equipment, right? And coming up with that strategy and all of that stuff that comes along with it. I don't know, if a 100 lap race, do you do pits with a four cylinder or stock four? Do you have to pit, or how does that even
I
pan
mean,
out,
they
right?
may would run out of fuel. I'm not really sure.
So I don't know.
I
That
don't know.
don't mean that we're doing it for the next race. I'm just thinking,
Yeah, no,
but
please,
yeah,
please don't.
SCDRA, y'all. What is a good lumber laps for an SCDRA? So
I don't think
anyway,
we got anybody in here to answer that, but
nobody wants to put any thought up, any opinions up. That's cool. Well, I
yeah.
mean, really, the SCDRA guys is where it's got to be anyway. So
Rob Staley said the Danville track went under a number of different names. Um, Danville was last open in the mid 90s. Rainbow closed in mid 70s, if his memory serves him correctly. And Vicky Tate said that SCDRA normally runs 20 to 30 laps. um, Elena Cloninger said that my dad races Seha. I'm also familiar with SCDRA guys, and the majority of their races are at least 40 laps, some 50 and some 60. So, but now they race. They're like their base race is 2,500 to win. So like 3,000 to win is not is nothing special to them.
oh well, shit, our 10,000 to win ain't even nothing. I mean, we had the
Well,
third highest paid race that they're having this season, and they didn't even mention it on their thing. They talked about something else that, I never even seen it on that one post, which is cool. I mean, I don't, it's no
well, we're
big deal,
not
but
we're not our race is not Seha sanctioned, so
no, the
that's why.
SCDRA race that we're having is
Oh yeah,
10,000 to
yeah.
win. Yeah.
Well, they have a lot of 10,000 to win. They have there's twin 20,000 to win. They've got like they got a 25,000 to win the week before our race. This one coming up. So Brian Woods, he said that there are a lot of people within 75 miles that love go kart racing and spend a lot of time and money. And Oak Level used to be Henry County karting. It's a lot of people that would love to see y'all
Really?
open a kart track on a bad night, 150 entries, but no one wants to open a good track. Providence won't run, and it's the best. So,
I will tell you that I've talked to the horse himself, and Providence will probably be back around here very soon.
not in 2026, though, correct?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from what you had said.
I'm going to tell you something though. There ain't a blade of grass on that place. One piece of clay on that place that's
Oh,
out
he
of
keeps he
place.
keeps the place looking amazing. I mean, David does a
When
great job there for sure.
when I finally get Oak Level to that point, which is probably going to be about 2 or 3 years, I hope that I can keep it remotely close to how David keeps Providence, which it's his baby and he's proud of it. He's got a lot of pride in it. I mean, you can look at it
Yeah,
and tell. I mean, but
yeah. Well, you
which
you
I
probably have
remember
to
the
do
first
like him
time
and
I
just
ever
not race that
seen.
much.
Oh well, yeah. I remember the first time I ever seen Oak Level though, like naked for the first time. And when I say naked, I'm talking about sitting up in the flag stand. There's actually a picture of me in the flag stand that I did, or a live I did, where I was acting like I was mowing the cars, like Flagman J coming out of four. And from that moment on, I kind of started filling up with pride as far as what it was starting to shape up. And when I look at it now and look at it like, I feel that way. And I feel that way already. And so I can only imagine, David taking that thing from a hill to I've actually been in the holler that he pulled the clay out of. There's a lot of pride that comes along with that work. And it's work. It is work.
Yeah. Rod Washburn wants to know why Providence closed, and I don't really have an answer to that. Maybe
I don't
somebody
either.
else who. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories, but I don't. I don't actually have the answer to that. And Brian Woods apparently is not a big fan of Providence being the nicest track, so I don't know.
I can't think of one better, and but I've only been to a few of them. My
Yeah,
boys only did go kart racing like 10 races or so.
yeah. The
So,
nicest one I think I've ever been to, and that's a varying, question, is the one that's on the way to Myrtle Beach. I can't remember the name of it. I'm not really
oh
into carts,
yeah,
so I don't really know.
Palmetto
But yeah, Paradise, Paradise. That's it.
Paradise,
That's
yeah,
it. Yeah,
Paradise.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
a really cool facility. So Jimmy Ray said
That'd be
something
cool.
cool about Henry County. There are still gas stations selling race fuel down there. 4 gas stations sell it. So
Well, and don't forget Mitchell's sells it too.
Rod Washburn said to buy Riverside and Madison,
What's Riverside?
a kart track.
Really?
Listen, you can have that and 311 and be good to go. Well, Maxie
You
wants you
know,
to get 460 Speedway in Montvale too.
that was a
You
kart
ever?
track, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. You ever been
I've been by it. It's near that
there?
auto auction, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's like right behind a restaurant. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but yeah.
Montville, isn't it?
Hell, I don't know. Riverside and Madison was the baddest go kart track around here. Is it
So
closed? I'm
there's going
assuming.
to be another one coming out. I don't want to start putting a lot of words out there, and I probably said what I should have said earlier, but there is a new track that's going to be coming up here very soon, and the guy that's going to do it is it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. Mm,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I probably do. We've probably talked about it, and I don't remember. But I mean, we ain't got
It
to put
was
it
your
out on
best
here.
friend.
So.
You introduced him to me.
Everybody's my best friend. I mean, you tell me all the time, "Hey, this guy knew you." Well, no, I don't know who that is, but okay.
That's
Yeah,
how Jimmy Moans is. Everybody's Jimmy Moans' cousin.
yeah, they are. They're all kin to Jimmy. Dale Steele said State Line been there 33
Yep.
years. Uh, said to be lucky if they last 5 years, would be doing good. This was our 34th year. Yep.
Nah, dude. State Line is awesome. I mean, we went there and raced one time and had a great experience there. Had a great time. And yeah, I mean, uh, it's one of the things. It's really hard to. It's like me telling you that, right? When you start talking about nicest tracks, and you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
so.
Right.
So I know that my beautiful Oak Level Speedway is not 311, right? But my eyes, it's my baby, right?
Yeah.
Um, I guess one of them deals. Nobody thinks their own kids ugly or whatnot.
Me, I'm over here thinking that Ararat's the baddest track in the world. So.
Well, buddy, I've been to a bunch of them, and you aren't far off. Now,
Yeah.
getting there,
Yeah, that's a whole
but
different program.
what was the
Listen,
last
getting to
comment
Tyler
about Mike
County ain't
Fulp?
easy. Okay. Oh, Jimmy
Yeah,
Ray said he remembers when Mike Fulp was building a go kart track. Maybe a hidden gem there somewhere on the property where we already got a go kart track. If you go ahead and seal up the 311 deal,
Mike's coming
it's
up. Going to
probably under a couple school buses.
help me do some track prep. Well, Mike's got a couple records that I'm gonna go down and look at. That's for sure. He's got some school buses. If we're trying to do the school bus race, there's one thing that I'm definitely disappointed in is we didn't come up with anything crazy like I wanted to. A school bus thing I really wanted to do. I wanted to do the moms and minivans race.
Well, we can still do all of that. So that's not a big deal. We can
It's
we can
not.
do any of that.
It's not. It's something cool to talk about on a schedule.
Rod Washburn said he really thinks when finished, Oak Level will be nicer than Madison.
Yeah. I'm really I can kind of see the big picture right now of it. And I don't know if a lot of other people do. The guy that's helping finance it with me now, though, my best friend in crime, he can actually see my vision now. We get some of the bleachers on the other side. We definitely get the catch fence put up, and then we kind of refinish off what we're going to do with that coming out of 4 area, and I don't know how that's gonna be yet. And I think everything's coming together. It's gonna really look nice when we get it ready, so
Bryce Smith said that Oak Level's the best track he's ever made a lap around.
wow.
Adam Lawrence
What?
said, "What? This what Bo needs: more water trucks and more wreckers." And Justin Pruitt coming in here. I think he thinks this is Pit Chatter podcast because he's going off the rails over here. He said, "If you do a school bus race, can you call it the Bang Buses?"
It's one of my favorite things to call it right there, I'd say. Mm. So,
It's
I've got a
this-
bus right now, it's getting chrome wheels put on. Did I tell you about a bus?
no, no.
Yeah, 40-footer, 12 valve Allison. It's gonna be my new service truck to take from track to track.
I mean, I just want to know who's driving all this crap to take it from track to track.
I haven't figured that out yet,
I
but
mean,
I
you're going
did
to have
buy a
to hire
tractor trailer.
14 people to do that. You need
Mm.
2 of them. Okay, just go ahead and have 2 of them. You'll be ready to go.
Well, that eliminates the whole purpose of having the one.
Yeah, well, Wilton Maxey said, "Why not put bleachers on the right side of the tower?"
We are. We are. It's gonna be a small set for now, but we're probably gonna end up putting 5 to 600 over there. Um, but the way it all measures out right now, we can't put the double deckers up yet because we've got to be at least 20 foot from the dirt. And we're like 18.
Adam Lawrence said it's time for full-time employees.
Dude, I love to have Adam Lawrence. I just can't afford to pay him what he makes now. I do. He's ripping it as a pipe fitter.
Yeah.
Does good. This ain't no shit. Adam Lawrence has got it going on in a way that a guy was soliciting him about employment, and he told him straight up, "Y'all wouldn't give me no truck before, and y'all probably don't want to pay me what I'd have to come work there." Said it to the guy, and I turned around and I looked at Adam. I'm like, "Dude, you got to shut up, man." I said, "That guy was able to be offering you a pile more stuff." He's like, "Well, they didn't want to pay me nothing a couple of years ago. They ain't going to." Like, damn,
Ro-
dude. And the
Rod
guy even
Washburn
told
said,
him. The guy told him straight up. He said, "Times have changed."
Yeah, yeah. Rod Washburn said, "Last question," and he's heading out. He said, "Are y'all going to level the pits at Ararat?"
Tell me what that means.
I mean, the pits go like this.
Mm, gotcha. So Rod, ultimately, what we're going to have to do there at Ararat is get somebody in there that understands the flow a lot better than we do, and then we're going to have to put the appropriate draining in, and then we can kind of do some things with the pits, I think. But until we can control that water and how it runs off down through there, down that hill, I don't think it's even worth it, because I think if we disturb it, it's gonna all end up in our neighbor Josh's driveway.
Yeah,
So
probably. Alan Sands wants to know how much seating will Oak Level have when finished.
right now it's going to have 1,000. When we're done, it's probably going to have, I'm hoping, between 15 and 1,800. But it'll have 1,000 as we open in March. 1,000 seats.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else we need to talk about?
Nah, man. Nope.
All
I'm
right.
really excited about being able to have this conversation about the fifth, sixth, and seventh Spring Fling 150. Do you know why we're calling it the 150, by the way? I don't even know if you know that.
Because we're running too many laps. I don't know. Why?
Because each features 50 laps.
Yeah.
And when you take 50 and you multiply it by 3 and you divide it by the square root of whatever itself is,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you get.
I don't know. All right. We're wrapping this one up. That'll do it for our live race talk for tonight. Well, I don't know when we'll do our next one. Whenever Bo thinks it's appropriate, or we got something to talk about, I guess. So
No, it's not whenever Bo thinks it's appropriate. Look, everybody has spoke, and they want us to do this more often. But then Noah comes on here and he says that I'm not even on the damn algorithm anymore.
oh
And then
my
I got to
gosh.
go talk to my psychiatrist about it because I don't even know what an algorithm is. It's just a whole lot of issues and
Yeah.
mental trauma.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
All right.
Hey, thank you, Langley. Thank you, Race 22. Thank you, everybody that supports us. Thank you to all of our supporters as far as that follow me on our YouTube thing and every or Facebook thing, and then everybody that follows us on our pages as well. Couldn't do it without you guys. I'm very excited. And everybody that's helping us out, from the volunteers to the people that we're paying to our local folks in Henry County that we like to support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We're out. See you.
Love y'all.